Howdy, y'all. This is Stone Hook in Orange, Texas. This is Monday night after the napping was over the weekend and last week. I think I went out there Wednesday evening, helped Keith set up his canopy, about cut my thumb off. Then I went back Wednesday and Thursday, and was there all day, every day after that. But I didn't bring back much in way of points because I gave away everything that I had there pretty much. Brought back 2 bifaces. They had some Keith had sweet Georgetown out there. This thing needs a little more thinning and cleaning up. But this piece of gravel that Daryl Jean gave me, it needs a little cleaning up too. I kind of got the hinge in it. But I had spent part of last week. I want to make a video then before the nap in, but never did. I spent the half of the week making tools and things to trade out there for rocks. So I made a bunch of boppers, traded for Keith. Keith will have some boppers like this, maybe sell at the nap in. Hickory handles and copper caps. I was gonna start. I'm gonna have to. I brought home a lot of rocks, man. God bless me with people that's so generous, and it's amazing. I about hurt my back loading up all the rocks, I tell you. But I'm gonna have to cover all the rocks later. I brought home 3 pieces of obsidian. Mr. Ben Rivera gave me these here. I ain't never had nothing like this. It's a piece of spider web, brachiated Jalisco, Mexico. It's crazy. This here was a piece of rainbow. I smeared it. And this here was a piece of blood red from Mexico. A lot of it just red, don't have much black at all, but this thing was at least twice this long. I was stitching the edge, zigzagging it, and broke it in half. But I was just gonna show the obsidian I brought home tonight, and I'll get back on the rocks tomorrow. That's an assortment of flavors and sizes. It's unbelievable. But anyway, I'm gonna work this thing here. This is I don't know how to explain it, but it's not what I call smooth obsidian. It's got little ripples in the flakes. But I got some really good, got to hang out with some good people, and I needed that to get my tuned up, I guess you could say. I made more points at this nap in than I've ever made before. I don't even kind of lost count. Made 1 big blade. Another longer blade, kind of skinny. Well, skinny, it's more narrow and a little curved, like I think it's a sand sabber, maybe. I had some black novaculite that was kind of grainy that flaked like butter, though. Golly, it was crazy how good it flaked. But I made that bigger blade and 2 more points out of Brian Wolf rock. That's got a name for it, cyanide or something like that. Or 190ite, they call it too. I love that rock. He cooked it. Boy, and that first piece he handed me was just ringing like a bell. But my old buddy, the concrete, got me right on along one edge, man. It wound up losing a lot of edge, get past that concrete. But still turned out to be one of the better blades I've ever made, and actually finished to completion like that. Well, I got it zigzagged. I'm gonna just go around it. Get rid of anything that's weak. Well, that right there will get something in your eye or something running it. If that thing's facing at you, running that vibrator back toward your eye, that obsidian is just flying out. That's why I hold it sideways, go sideways, because them flakes just flying out both sides. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick some low spots and try to biface thing. One right there. I think I'm gonna cough. I don't know if I got a marker handy. I'm gonna call this the base. Can't see that probably. Just make the biggest, widest blade there I can. Maybe do something like a northern side notch. I don't know, this comes from Mexico. I don't know what they were making out of this stuff down there in Mexico. Dang, boy, I stepped that in there bad. It kind of come out. I hit that hair too short. Now I'm just killing it. I'm gonna set up a little better angle right there. Same thing here, that little old zigzag just ain't quite right. Yeah, the napping was really fun. There wasn't a whole lot of people there though. It was probably the lowest crowd I've ever seen, which it normally is a little smaller in the fall. In the spring. And we wanted to do a ooga booga because there's people been there a couple of years. We ain't got to do a ooga booga, but it rained really bad and hard, and it was wet, and there wasn't a whole lot of people there. We didn't have enough coyotes, so we're gonna do ooga booga next spring. This stuff flakes really nice. I wish I wouldn't have broke it in two on the first one. But that zigzag on a piece like this was over my head. Oh, Danny, I was gonna try to make a video with Danny, but that just didn't work out. Rain, wind, and he brought his boat. I could have went and made a fishing video. I didn't even think of that. That would have been a good idea. Cause he invited me to go several times, but Turn him down. I ain't got no, that's Louisiana water over there too. I ain't got no Louisiana license. But I could have been a film crew, I reckon. I missed a good opportunity. Man, Danny got set up gonna drive some blades there Saturday night, and I guess it's about 11:30. Storm blowed in. All these raindrops are coming one end of the pavilion. Wasn't even hitting the ground until they got about 30 yards out the other end of the pavilion. You know, Danny, he hung in there for a little while. He had a big old piece of that black Novacula. He done pulled a couple blades off of it. Looked like, and he was trying to get another blade, and the wind was just whipping, blowing rain sideways through there, and he hung with it for a little while. Then he got the, I guess, I don't know, blowing in off a tarp or something. A little puddle blowing in on his chair, so he gave up. And then he was barefooted and just went to kicking all the shavings back out of the way and stuff barefooted. It was amazing that he didn't get cut and moved all his stuff back toward the middle of the pavilion there where he wouldn't be get all soaking wet. I need to, that's too close, that platform right there is too close to this surface. That flake would run in there real flat, won't break off. This one here just kind of rounded, so I'm gonna come across here and make me a little bit better bevel. Then this place is so low, I'm gonna take a few little flakes on that side. Just to get a little, some kind of little convexity. It don't take much. You just don't want to be too close to that flat surface over there. If you're too close to this surface, that flake's just gonna go in flat as a flitter and break off bigger than Dallas. Curtis Smith showed up. I was surprised. I was glad to see him. I hadn't seen him in a long time. This edge is really not very well lined up. So I'm gonna just take one of these low spots here and get a big platform to start with. I mean, a good big flake right in there, and then I'll see what I can do to blend in with it. Get a little bit high up on there on that one. I missed to the right. Found out a name for that brown fossil rock been working too. I don't know that it has an official name because they called it chicken poop. Except they didn't say poop. It's the best darn chicken poop I ever fooled with. I got home earlier. Saw John Tuttle made a video, and about 4 videos actually. So I watched 2 of them. Jack Crafty had some, and Danny Collins had some. Ooh, so I wound up watching one of Danny Collins. After that, I decided it's my turn to nap. I wanted to anyways, but boy, about wore myself out there. Really pressure flaked too much, and kind of had my left wrist hurt. I'm just trying now to blend these edges in right there because all them flakes don't have no convexity to them at all. I'm missing every time either right or left a little bit. Same thing here, we're gonna run some flakes. They don't have to go past halfway really. I wouldn't mind to go a little bit past halfway and thin that just a little bit more right up through there. Actually, it's a little thinner right there. Missed. Turn it. Let that flake roll off into that last flake. Hitting too close. Well, I wish I would have done thin that base a little more, 'cause it's still pretty thick, the rest of it. Got a good taper to it though. But I'm kind of scared hitting on the end this much thickness here. Still got a little high spot right there I need to knock off, I think, before I do that base. Hit too short. I'm real timid hitting on this end like that. I really need to stop and pressure flake it. I'm just getting wild with my swing. It's pretty good preform of this. Got good convexity. So I'm gonna adjust this camera down and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to go put my cover on because it's dang temperature dropped down to 66 degrees and I was about to freeze to death. But if you look at this thing, this side right here kind of got bigger, wilder flake scars than this second side that I flaked. But this is the second side, so it's still got all the little bulbs of percussion scars and real fine edge in places. You see, like that's got a lot of concavity right along that edge on both sides, because that's the side I flake both sides of this. So I'm gonna go down that side first. First thing I'm gonna do is go down this thing with a finer grinding stone than that one I was using for percussion. I'm gonna go through, take the little short flakes. I ain't really trying to run these flakes at all. got just a little bit of a ridge, so I will maybe push out on that ridge just a little bit, make it smoother surface. Same thing, here's another ridge. Boy, this stuff is slick. Tool just want to slide, but I just take a roll of short flake to kind of straighten out that surface right there. Close to the edge. I like to come back and pick any little pointed spots off a little bit. Then we'll come down this other side and do the same thing. Just short flake, except that's a pretty substantial little ridge right there, so I'm gonna go ahead and push on that. Ooh. You can grind that edge to get a little powder on it or something. I can even see it. I can't hardly see it. Oop, slip. I'm putting very little inward pressure on any of these flakes, even the ones on the ridge. I don't want them to travel very far at all right now. I just want to establish a good flat surface close to that edge and build a nice smooth convexity. And I think that convexity close to the edge especially is very, very important. The way I nap, I mean, it's everything. I got carried away right there, but I don't know if it crumbled or something happened, but that's all right. I got a lot to go still on the tip. So I'm gonna just crunch these back that way. Y'all, that's just getting all in my fingers. Just enhance that bevel. Gives me a good place to seat the tool right across there. I'll do the same thing on this side. Them little flakes that the brader is taking off is just like little needles all in my fingers over there. I feel it. Golly. So that just made a good, pretty strong bevel right there. If I can get a good tool seat, I think I'm gonna go ahead and make a little pass across this base too. I'm about doing both sides, and then I wound it with a thick base. That's all pretty good shape right there. They got a little thickness right there. Man, this stuff flakes easy. You just touch it and a flake goes. Old Ben sure makes some pretty stuff while he's out there. Amazing how them smooth little fine flake scars off. Terminate right up the middle of the point so smoothly. There's that daggum coon trying to come in here and get some cat food. No shotgun blast of flakes at him. He done got the message. I've been gone there for a while. Back and forth. I come home at night during the nap. I only live 20 minutes from Niblets Bluff. So the coon been missing me, I reckon. I got that base a little off. I need to take a little more off of this side right here. Man, it's incredible how easy that just flakes. You don't hardly have to touch it. It gets a flake. That looks pretty good on that. I'm gonna skunk him in. Well, I done did. Now I'm gonna grind down on them just to the side. I'm gonna take these flakes on. Make sure there ain't no sharp edges right there. And no flat edges coming directly to that edge either. Or what I meant is a flat surface coming too sharp to that. This little platform has got to be kind of above that surface where you want that flake to go. I got a major low spot right there. I'm gonna kind of get him out of the way. Ooh, I get hopeful. Oop, man, that flake. That platform was so low that flake had to go in there flat as a flitter. Damn. I'm gonna try to keep these flakes directly straight across the point. All I'm doing here pretty much, I just want them to go pretty much right to center line unless there's a high ridge or something where I need to go past. But I really got some whoop-de-doos here. I'm probably gonna turn around and take the flake this side first. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna turn around and flake this side first just due to the contours. These flakes kind of roll up right there where I'll never get anything to terminate smooth right there. I wish I could show that good in the camera. See how that flake rolls up. Pressure flake going this way, it couldn't go past that, no way. And it couldn't terminate smooth in there anywhere either, so I'm gonna try to push them back from this side and smooth all that out and give all these a good smooth place to land. There's home skillet. That is the huntingest cat. Golly. Going back to Louisiana this weekend. So, that's so click. She gonna be taking another trip to Louisiana. Feel. I don't know. I didn't get them plates to go quite as far as I wanted to. I believe it's gonna be all right from the other side to catch them because they're all kind of stacking up across there. You see. This one here though, it's got a ridge, and I'm gonna try to get it to go a little farther. Yeah, just a little bit farther. It's going pretty well. I've been worried there are a couple spots, but it's just, they're terminating just past center line smooth enough. I think I can blend in from the other side. Man, this is some nice flaking obsidian, really. I tell you, if I can just keep it going, this is nice. That's so slick, I just can't see the tool on it. See, them flakes, just most all of them went almost the center line. These here didn't quite make it. I'm gonna try to just blend these in. That smoothed out all them rough contours I had though. And that ought to enable these to go right past center line real easily. That was a little bit thick. That thick flake got me scared and I almost didn't push them quite far enough. Man, this thing's so slick, makes me nervous. Turn it, not terminating too smoothly. So at that rate, I need to quit pushing in as much and push down a little bit more, I believe. Oop, not quite that much down. Yeah, if you don't push in enough, it don't, the flake ain't going far enough. That's what's happening right there, right now, right there. Leaving it a little bit too thick. That last one was probably the smoothest terminating one yet. That one didn't though. I just can't. I think if I would have pressed a little bit harder on that one though, it would have. That's where it's hitting little flat spots. There's a flake coming up on this side right from the base. It's got a little bit of concavity right there. So I don't know if I can overcome that or not. And nope. I'm gonna just keep going for now. That one kind of made it out to the middle of the concavity. I have to take another pass. But now, I'm just gonna get any little point sticking out there and just kind of even up this edge with a little bevel. then we'll sunk it. I'll brush down on it to the side I'm gonna flake. Make sure there ain't no sharp edges there. And this one here, just feels like I need to do this side first because there's a little whoop-de-doo right there. It don't feel like it would flake from this side. It's going back at an angle, kind of. All I was pressing them straight across. I just didn't press that one hard enough something. Run out of energy. Broke off on me. I don't know what to say because I'm struggling here. I'm just kind of, it don't feel like them flakes are going very far, even much of a flake, but they are. All of them just about made it halfway. I didn't think they was really. Oh, I know what else I got at the knap in. Mr. Ray met me at the truck and gave me a little box full of crappie jigs. I'll have to show them tomorrow too. He gave me one side as a two-sided little tackle box, whole bunch of jigs. One side's all filled with his favorite colors. I think it's blue and black if I remember right. The other side's got some multiple colored jigs and things in there, but going up to Louisiana this weekend, might just take the boat and try out the crappie jigs. And he gave me a little Ziploc bag with look like about 6 back straps in off white-tailed deers. I saw that in that camera. It looked like some little hinges there. Kind of killed them with my finger, I guess, but I'm I'm just gonna try to do the same thing, get these flakes to, I want them to terminate smooth, though. I don't know if I can or not. That one didn't really want to stop right there. So this next one, I'm gonna bow up on it a little bit more. Ooh, that slipped. That one cleaned up that last little hinge, but it hinged a little bit itself. That one went before I was ready. That one did, and I think that one kind of slipped and took a little bitty goofy flake. The edge obviously ain't strong enough. It's like a motor scooter going down a highway. I'm surprised it's turning out pretty good. I feel like it ain't going right when I'm looking at my flake right here, but then it's like when I look back behind me, it did. Oh, looks like I might have got a little bit of an overshot. Oh, darn it. Oh, one of them. Yeah, that one little flake got a little ribbon come all the way over there. I don't have a very good edge to seat my tool right there. Kind of got it rounded off. Hard to show them flake scars. I think I'm gonna run another pass on this side and work the tip on down as it go. I think these obsidian points, they don't normally have too much of an extra bit edge, maybe, I don't know. Let's see. I kind of like extra raised edge actually myself. It's already got really good contours pretty much. I don't need very much of a bevel. So I just kind of lightly scrunched it. Then I'll brush down on that lightly. I might need to crunch that a little bit harder. I ain't getting quite enough pressure. That's why them flakes broke off on me there too a while ago. I need to try to get under them if that's possible. Oh man, it went way before I was ready. Darn it. I think that's gonna clean up from the other side. All of the flakes is coming off, they just crumbling into 100 little pieces. Oh, I didn't get them two flakes. That's where I need to start pulling that in. So I'm gonna grind that a little more. I get a little bit bigger flakes right through there. I'm gonna go ahead and do this side too. Mainly focusing on getting some of that curve out of that edge. wasn't paying attention. I should have been pressing them right through there a little better than I did. That was dumb. Well, them all went pretty good except right there at the end. I didn't quite get some mass right there. Probably better get that from the base. And then I got a little high spot right there where I just wasn't paying attention, didn't push that flake quite hard enough. It's kind of straight except right up here at the tip. Darn, it's so slick I can't even get a hold to it. There's that daggone coon. Darn comb drives me nuts. Well, I took a little bit of the tip off. Look, that's so good. He done trying to climb back up on that table. I have a hard time seeing this. Everything's so shiny here. It's like looking at a flashlight. This stuff is just very, very easy to nap. You don't even have to really press to get a flake like down there on the end. I was just kind of nibbling at it. Pushing little flakes out there. So, looking in that camera, I see a place. I need a little more edge, a little shoulder off right there. That's good, because that's that place I didn't quite push that little thick spot off a while ago. Now I can. Still got a thick part right there. If I get rid of that, it'd be pretty smooth. I don't want to sound corny, I'm just kind of tired. Brain ain't functioning too good right now. We stayed up late Thursday and Friday night. I reckon by Saturday night the rain runs in. Looking down at that's about the best I can do with that. It's I saw a little curve on that side, but that's where I need to get that thick spot off the base. Yeah, all I can do for now, I'm gonna look up a northern side notch. Make sure I get it right, 'cause it's been a while since I made one of them. I got my Overstreet guidebook and looked up northern side notch here. And they're kind of long skinny, but they got a bunch of different kind of notches in them things, I guess. And they do have more excurved edges than I was remembering. That one there's pretty close. I just don't have quite as much excurved edge. That's kind of what I'm going to try to do. It right there. I ain't never been able to make a narrow entry notch with a flip, but I'm going to try. About right there. Oops, I already got too wide. That darn first flake took out a big chunk. Ooh. Shoot, I went and rounded that off too much. I thought I could reach from underneath there, but I just ain't strong enough to hold it. But boy, that's a good flake. That's the one I needed. I really think I need a notched pad where I'm lacking here. I can't hold it up enough on this leather. have to get a notch pad. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. This is the only notch pad I got. My little fish hook pad, but it's soaking wet from all that rain blowed in through the... No, I had this. That's right. I left this in my napping bag in the back of the truck. It got wet. But I had almost all the other tools out. This was just down in a little pocket in there. That's why it got wet. I forgot. Let's see. I still need to hollow out this side a little bit. I know the trick is to come in from underneath here, but I can't see what I'm doing. And I ain't strong enough to hold that right. I believe if I do it like a fish hook though, and just lay it up there like that. Maybe. I don't know why I'm trying to make a video doing this. I don't even know what I'm doing. I think I'm past the point of a narrow entry notch. But maybe I can make it a little bit more narrow. By making the knot wider. Well, if you can see that, that's the only way to do that. Now, get this one right across from it. It's the next big challenge. I say about right. There. Darn, that's so slick. I better widen it out up toward the tip a little bit. Keep bumping the camera with the end of my stick. I didn't get that side in there. Where's the other side? Well, I can sure see it better in that camera than I can. Well, looks like if I took a little more out right here. Let me get this thing where you can see it. Looks good to me. I'm gonna concave the base a little bit. Northern side notch. Took about 2 hours, I guess. Golly, I sure didn't figure it'd take that long. I didn't get near. I was kind of when I started on this slab, I had in mind a wider point than this, but I'm really happy with it. It was fun. So I'm gonna be back tomorrow with some bigger rocks and stuff. All the chert that I brought back from Niblets Bluff. So y'all have a good night, and I'll be back.